old as Zion? Oh.
So, okay.
I don't know you group.
No, he's older than me.
32 boy.
Yeah.
But how did you start?
Me.
We start from the
Yeah, well, my cousin, he was into movie production. So most of the time I used to do movies. So I wasn't doing anything. Just you call me, I'll go on the set. I used to see some of the celebrities. I'll update on my Facebook and enjoy myself, to get fans, all of that. So usually wherever they went, I used to go with them. And then they kept seeing me most of the time. So it was more like, make yourself useful. So I started with being a personal assistant to Christabel, the actress, for some time. And I think it got to a time where, I had to make something out of it. So one of my guys suggested blogging. So I had to research on it, and the only person I saw mostly was Ameya Debra.
So about 10 years ago?
About 8, thereabout. So I started following Ameya, and then some of the websites that were around us at the time. Ghana celebrities, Chris Vincent. I also followed him for some time, and then Ghana Gist. Ebenezer Nanfio. Yeah.
We don't follow MG Ghana. We don't follow MG Ghana.
They were just
OMG was
posting jokes and music.
No, that was biggest. Paco's biggest, and OMG was funny because I was at OMG.
Yeah, so Bameya was the one I was actually tracking, monitoring how he was doing things and all of that, and Chris Vincent as well. So
did Chris Vincent live in Ghana?
Then he was in the UK, I think. So
you remember this one? There was another one. They were more pictures. Talk of G.
Yeah. And Big X2 was for music. I decided to create a website of my own. I called one designer. He lived in Koforidua, so I had to go all the way to Koforidua to meet him. He designed the website, and when I come back on sets, what helped me mostly was the exclusives. I was mostly with them, so I was doing more pictures than writing. Mm-hmm. So whenever I shared content from the sets, Ameya, all the other platforms used to take, and mostly they were exclusives. You are not there, so obviously you need it. Yeah. So that boosted me to a different level as at the time. So I think basically that's where it started.
You didn't know any of them?
I knew. No, I didn't know them.
So you met them in the business?
Yeah, I met them.
How did it start for you?
So I was part of the first batch that President Kufuor started there 4 years with. So I was supposed to graduate 2010 and go to school 2011, but because it was a 4-year period, I completed 2011. So while I was waiting to go to school the following year, 2012, I bought a laptop, and I was always on Facebook. I realized that I wasn't making good use of the laptop, so I went to Baby Bash, who manages Strongman right now. He had a cafe. He was manager cafe. When you complete high school, you have to work small. So we had just completed high school, so he was working at a cafe in Kumasi around Asante Senior High School. So I went there. I told Bash that Charlie, Bash, let's open website. Bash told me that Charlie, website money not there inside. And like
why
me,
not chat?
I'm not that kind of people. I'm a cool boy. I have few friends. I don't talk.
The guys with the chat, some cool.
But I don't have that vision for those kind of things. I won't do legit business where no matter will come. Okay. So me right now, say if I go outside Ghana, where you ask me to even go, like take tomato, go give somebody, I don't go take. I don't want any trouble. Tomato, I don't go take. So me, I don't want trouble. So okay. I just went to Bash, said let's open site. He said no, no day inside. I'm like me, I just love entertainment because I go on websites, read news, and I'm like, okay, let me just copy and paste what I was doing. So I opened Zion-Felix.blogspot.com. I didn't have money then, it was a free blogspot. I was copying and pasting content. That was around the time that DKB went to slap Zainab at BBA. Mm-hmm. So as I was copying and pasting all, the Paco of OMG Ghana, who also owned Biggest J then, saw what I was doing. he came to write on my Facebook page that I should call him. In fact, I was afraid because I thought he was going to shout at me that why am I copying their content on my. So I called him and he said, "Oh, you have seen what I'm doing. It looks like I have passion for it because like every minute I was updating the blog because I loved it." So he asked me to join them, and then he made his partner in America, Kojo, called me. He taught me one or two things, and then he put me on the blog. So I was on OMG Ghana, still operating mine. I think a year or two on, I asked Pa to open my own website, and he opened Zionfelix.com for me. I was there for a while, and then when they were rebranding from OMG Ghana to OMG Voice, Pa told me that my blog had become a competitor. It had grown because they were all two entertainment platforms. So mostly the content I'll put on OMG, I'll put the same content on my website. So when they were rebranding to OMG Voice, that was when Kojo Sheldon and other people came in. He asked me to focus on my Zionfelix.com. Yeah, but Charlie, can't be with somebody forever. I always told myself that you can't be with somebody forever. But when you guys are living, the way you guys live is what is important. Yeah. So we parted very, very, very peacefully. So in fact, before I left too, I was like the poster boy of OMG. I was the one that they were sending to all events. VGMAs, Ghana Miss Nigeria, any press conference, Zion go. So before I left, almost all the companies knew me. So it was like I had already started something on my own. So I left, continued the blogging, and then whenever you go for events, you see I'm here taking all pictures. As soon as you come outside, every picture that you see will have Amia's picture, Amia's logo on it. And at the point, Amia had to even create a different blog for it, GhFlex, for just pictures.
I saw that.
Yeah. So
blue, yellow, and white logo.
Yeah.
Blue, pink, and white.
Yeah. So I realized that it was just pictures that were coming out after event. If somebody's in China, if somebody's in northern part of Ghana, and the person is not able to come to AICC, the person won't get visuals of the event. So I also decided to take videos of what will happen at event. I didn't have.
So nobody was doing videos?
No, it was just pictures. Yeah, it was just pictures. So I decided to also take videos from events. And then I didn't even know that YouTube was paying. So I had some small camera B. I'll take video. The quality was very, very, very poor. But all the blogs were using the video because you don't get the video anywhere. You don't get it anywhere. So fortunately for me, the Ghana Webs, the Peace FM Online, the My Joy, they were all big blogs. So if I post the content on OMG Ghana, they come and copy the story, add the video to it. So I used that one to grow my YouTube channel. So when OMG asked me to go, my YouTube channel was big. My website, Zionfelix.com, was big. So, and I started, interviewing celebrities in the car, Kabuka, of which I interviewed you, your Mercedes, way back. So I was doing that and then, the brands Zionfelix grew. Then Instagram came, Facebook came, we started posting our content there, and then...
You guys try,
12 years in the game.
You guys try, Hyper.
Minister.
You started at Ghana Celebrities, huh?
Yeah.
That's where I know Hyper from. Well, where did your journey start? How did it start with Ghana Celebrities till now?
Okay, so for me, I think after uni, I moved from Kolegono to North Kaneshi to go stay with boys that we were all in the same hall back in uni. We want to keep that friendship, that bonding. So
you left home?
Yeah, I left home. So I went to stay at North. Even one of the guys, I think he also went to produce, George. So was at their house. They had free internet and all that. So early morning when I wake up, I'll just go and be behind the laptop and then be reading about what's going on and all that. So I developed interest for the media. After SHS, I went to radio training school at Choice FM back then. After that, there was I have to go to uni. So after uni, I had this friend. He's called Eric. He's very good in sports. So I was there one day and he called me down. Stephen, where are you? I said, oh, I'm home. He said, Kantanka Man has a new TV station. I want you to come help me so that we do the sports. I was like, yeah, this is good news. At least I'll have something to do. So I rushed to Taifa, the man's house. The day I went, it was that same day I started working. So I was the producer of the sports show and all that. Charlie, so I was thinking, Charlie, Kantanka is everywhere and all that. So the brand too will be solid. So we're working. Charlie, for 3 months, no pay. Sometimes I have to sleep. I have to sleep at the studio. Wake up, produce, sleep at the studio. And one good thing was that, you know, you'll be provided with food, what you drink, everything.
Solid.
But Charlie, money to put on yourself, bro. Unless maybe a guest comes to the studio and then, oh, he likes your vibe, but when they go, he give you something. So was doing that, and then we moved to Dansoman. So when we moved to Dansoman, yeah, from Taifa to Dan, because now they've completed their own space and all that. So, and with the Dansoman, you can't sleep there. You have to move from wherever your house is to Dansoman, go back. So my dad had finished his building at Teshi. So I was staying in Teshi. So I have to move from Teshi to Dansoman.
Long stretch.
Still, no salary. They were like, we are now growing. Salary will come. We are now growing. Salary will come. Charlie, I was
start doing those things. We are now growing.
I was still praying that, oh, things will get better. Things will get better. Then, Charlie, one afternoon, I'll call my mom. Charlie, mom, things no good. Don't send me something. But you are working. I said, no pay. So this media job, no pay. You are still doing it. Stop it. I was like, oh, Charlie. So all I was doing was I was gathering the experience to do something. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I felt it that something will come out of it. So I was there. Something just dawned on me that I had an Instagram. It was my personal Instagram page. It was Steven0544 of 800 followers. So something told me that I should just change the name of my Instagram page to a blog page, whereby I'll go to events, take videos and all that.
But who was doing something similar at the time that you looked at to get that idea?
I think it was Zion and Ameyao. For Kweku, it was one big lady I was working with. And it was like, do you know this guy, GhKwaku? I was like, oh no. I was like, hey, that boy, he's a bad boy. He said he likes me.
Hey! It's not everywhere.
I know the Insta blog. You see the girl, hey, Charlie.
It's not be my expected.
So if you there way, I go say GhKwaku. We are saying, okay, in website and things, they flag the pages and all that. So I was like, oh, boys are in the game safe already. I can look up to them and then do my thing too. So the thing dawned on me, you like promoting people, like out of your own role. So why don't you name yourself Hyper? And then with the Hyper, I don't want to do something that I'll pick from America, UK, here and then be posting. No, I want to focus on my country. So then I was saying Ghana Hyper. No, it's too GhHyper. And then the GhHyper came. And quickly I just changed the name to GhHyper. So when I changed, and then I had this friend.
800 followers.
800 followers.
Yeah, how many do you have now?
I think 725,000 or so.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was like 4 years ago. Yeah. So I had this friend called Ikea. She was with Golden Movie Awards, Mimi. She saw what I was trying to do. She was like, oh, she works with Golden Movie Awards, but do I know Mimi? And I said, yeah, I know Mimi and Danny. She said, okay, they have the awards coming up, but she'll give me a VIP invite. That was my first major outing for my blog. I was like, okay, I'll be very happy. So the day came and she asked me to come and meet her at Moving Pick. So I went to Moving Pick and then she gave me the invite. So I took the invite and I went straight to the VIP session. I had a seat and I was sitting with Ikea Polo and Zinel, like Charlie, a whole lot of celebrities. So my first video was this Adina performing. So I took a video of Adina's performance and then I posted. So when I posted, I was there. Within like 5 minutes, there has been a repost. And I see a lot of people following me. At that moment, I got like 2,000 followers.
Of that post.
Of that, and then 1,000 something views. I say, hey,
Mini.
Charlie, nah, the thing go work. The thing go work. So since then, it's been back-to-back work. So I don't joke with Adina at all. Because her repost really propelled me that, no, I can do this thing.